Hello, how are you? Okay, so here's the rest of the progress on what I was doing like 10 minutes ago, maybe 20. So I got it all taped up, the paper, and I got my clothes all lined up, and I marked everything. So, wherever it's been extended is where I'm going to be sewing it together. So I got to make two of these. And I made like the waist, a sew line, the dotted line. I kind of outlined the clothes. You can't really see that. Oh, hey. It's really, really dull. Okay, you see it. Okay, cool. Alright. So what I gotta do now is cut the dark green line. So I'm gonna be sewing all on here. It's the inner line. So, and then not so. Because it gotta be a hole, right? Then sew. Okay, so right here. This is important. The arm cannot look like this. Because the fur is going like this, right? Fur. No. Fur. Yeah. So, I made a cut line. I'm gonna cut that. Once I cut it out, and then I will flip it so that this is like this. So the fur is going like it's supposed to go. And then I will sew it onto here. So once I cut this out, I'm going to need room on here. And, I don't know how to explain it. So I need room, right, to sew it. So this has to be longer than when I cut it. So when I cut it, I need to have a little bit more space so I can sew it. Same with this side. I need to have a little space out here on the fur so I can have a sewing. So once I cut this out, I'm going to need to extend this a little bit. And when I cut this out, I need to extend this a little bit. Make sense? And then the collar, this is the front, this is the back. So when you flip it around, you gotta make sure. Once you do the back, okay, you gotta make sure you got it right on the fur. Then you cut this out so you can do the front side. Okay. I'm going to draw my design. Let me go ahead and remove this. I don't need it anymore. I have all the lines I need. I got crowds right there. Anyways, I'm going to draw my design on here and cut it out. And when I cut that out, I also need to extend it as well. So, when I have my silver belly, I'm going to need to extend. For example, if I draw a circle and I cut it out, what happens if you try sewing that together? It will shrink. So you got to make sure that you don't go past the line that you cut. So you got to extend it about a half inch to an inch on the outside of that. Same with the inside. So when you sew it, it doesn't shrink your suit and doesn't look funny. Okay? So yeah, there's the waist. That's where the belt line is. So I'm going to need to put a spot here for the tail because of the waist, right? Tail spot where the belt goes to. Put a hole there on the back side to make sure I can put my tail on. So, ta-da! That's going to be my suit. It's not going to be that fat, obviously, because I laid some room so I can sew it. I hope this all makes sense to you, for you all fursuit makers. So, I'm going to continue with this fursuit making that I'm doing. And I'll talk to you guys later. Goodbye.